Good, happy Thursday morning. It is Thursday, January 16, 2025. I'm Riley King, and welcome to WRMK News with Riley King. We got a jam-packed broadcast to get to on this Thursday, so let's get started right now. First up, TSA officers from 8 New England airports report fewer firearms. Let's take a listen to that report from WMUR News 9.
Firearms at 8 New England airports, all detected in 2024. That's actually a decrease from the year before. Logan Airport had 24, and Manchester Boston Regional had 3 incidents last year. TSA agents at New England Airport screened more than 33.5 million people in 2024. Now, nationally, Atlanta International is at the top of the list for 2024 with 440 firearms detected.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Southwest Airlines pilot from Bedford arrested for DUI. Let's take a listen to that report from WMUR News 9.
Southwest Airlines pilot from Bedford is charged with DUI after he allegedly showed up to a flight drunk. This is a photo of police making that arrest this morning on board the plane that he was about to fly from Savannah, Georgia to Chicago. 52-year-old David Alsop is out on bond tonight. He's been a licensed pilot since 2008. Southwest says the flight was delayed for about 5 hours while the airline worked to find another pilot. Tonight, we're hearing from one of those passengers.
I know I still have to take my shoes off before I can get onto a plane. So if I have to take my shoes off still before I get on a plane, it seems a little weird that I seem to kind of have to wonder if my pilot is sober.
Southwest said in a statement, quote, "The employee has been removed from duty. There is nothing more important to Southwest than the safety of our employees and customers."
Okay, and there you go on that report. Keene Police investigating a crash. Let's take a listen to that report from WMUR News 9.
Tonight, police in Keene investigating a crash between a pickup truck and one of its cruisers. All this happened around 3:30 this afternoon on Route 9 over near Sullivan Road. Both vehicles were damaged and had to be towed. The driver of the pickup was not hurt, and the officer was taken to the hospital to be evaluated. They have since been released. Anybody who witnessed this crash should call state police.
Okay, and there you go on that report. No one hurt in a Franklin barn fire, home damaged by smoke. Let's take a listen to that report from WMUR News 9.
Crews in Franklin respond to a barn fire this afternoon. They arrived on South Main Street at around 4:30. The barn was attached to a house. Now, the fire never got inside the home, but it did take some heavy smoke damage. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Fire crews say the cause is under investigation, but it looks like this was an accident.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Breaking down Trump involvements in ceasefire negotiation. Let's take a listen to that report.
For more now, we turn to Face the Nation moderator and chief foreign affairs correspondent Margaret Brennan. So, Margaret, let's just talk about just sort of how extraordinary that is that this deal came together. At the same time, Donald Trump's envoy is there working alongside Joe Biden's envoy.
It's truly extraordinary in order to see a united front. And President Biden's team was the one that crafted the details of this. Back in May, they got international support, but the closer here, I'm told, was Steve Witkoff, who got on a plane and went to Israel over the weekend, pressed the prime minister to take this deal despite pressure from the far right of his party to reject it. Back in Doha, Brett McGurk was leading President Biden's team, and they literally could not all be in the room together. The U.S. and Israeli team on one floor with the Qataris going back and forth with Hamas, and being able to show a united front prevented Hamas from exploiting any differences.
United Front, lots of pressure on that. I understand you also have some breaking news on a big shakeup on Capitol Hill. The Speaker of the House firing the Republican chair of the House Intel Committee. Why? What does this mean?
Exactly. It is extraordinary as well. Mike Turner is known for being bipartisan as chair in his oversight of the intelligence community. I spoke with him. He told me this afternoon Speaker Johnson called him into his office and said, "You're fired. There are concerns from Mar-a-Lago." In other words, Donald Trump, the president-elect, told Mike Johnson to fire the man overseeing the intelligence community who has access to some of the nation's greatest secrets. Now, there was no explanation as to why, but big picture here, Nora, this is not how government's supposed to work. Congress is supposed to be independent. Jim Himes, his Democratic counterpart on intelligence, said this sends a chill up his spine, and he thinks Turner was fired because he didn't bend the knee.
Lots to come on that. Great reporting, Margaret Brennan. Thank you so much.
If you're a homeowner in New Hampshire,
Okay, and there you go on that report. And we're going to switch gears now and let's go into your weather. And let's take a look at your weather right now. And your weather for today, partly cloudy skies this morning, will become overcast during the afternoon, high 29 degrees. Winds west-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, cloudy, low 16 degrees, winds light and variable. And tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, high near 35 degrees, winds west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's currently clear and 9 degrees right now. And let's take a look at those roadways for all of you this morning. If you're getting ready to head out on the roadways and head over to work or something, let's take a look at the traffic. 93 into Boston, nice smooth sailing ride with some medium-paced traffic. 293, pretty nice smooth sailing ride, and around the Manchester area, nice smooth sailing ride as well. 93 around Hooksett, Bow, Pembroke, and Concord. You got a fairly nice smooth sailing ride with some medium-paced traffic as well. 393, not too bad of a ride, a little bit of medium-paced traffic. Route 4, you got a okay ride with a few areas of medium-paced traffic, but not a lot. Route 16 of the Spotlight, nice smooth sailing ride as well. 95, a nice smooth sailing ride as well. 101, a fairly nice smooth sailing ride as well. And Merrimack, Nashua into that border, Massachusetts, a nice smooth sailing ride as well. That's a look at your traffic, and that does it for this morning edition of WRMK News with Riley King. Thank you for tuning in and listening, and have a great day. Goodbye.